Today's friend is my wife and co-host. How's it going today, hon?
Hi, everyone. It's going great today.
Excellent. Are you all excited for today's episode of Exploring Anime with Friends?
Oh, my goodness, I am.
Oh, yes. Today we have a wonderful one featuring one of our favorite new characters of 2025, don't we?
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent. Today we'll be exploring the first season of May I Ask for One Final Thing, a comedy fantasy with elements of romance, released in October of 2025. First, we will dive into our main character, the one, the only, the great Scarlet. After that, we will meet a lot of the other supporting cast that really just kind of add to her story overall, including the love interest, Julius, who is the crown prince of the land. And then we will go into the conflict of the first half of the first season, where she's taken on the slave industry and its master, Godwin. And after that, the true threat emerges, as our main antagonist is Isekai from another world.
I absolutely love it.
Right? Like,
it's my favorite thing that happened.
Yes, we have the whole overpowered isekai character, but it's the villain this time, so that's pretty awesome. And if you like what you're hearing today, remember to check us out on social media, like, subscribe, and follow that button right down there.
Right there.
All right, let's do a little bit of setting of this world, right?
Yeah, of course.
So it's a mid fantasy. No, I guess it's a high fantasy. There's dragons, there's monsters, and there's magic.
Yes.
But magic isn't super prevalent with every single character. Most of the characters are pretty mundane when it comes to that. However, it's explained early on that everyone is born with a blessing, but so few actually find out what their blessing is.
I'd be so mad.
Yeah, I mean,
to be honest,
knowing you have a hidden power somewhere, but knowing you have no way to access it, man, it must really stink to be an average person in this world, right?
Right?
You got something, but you just can't find what it is most of the time. But our main characters that we're dealing with today are aware of what their blessings are that they are born with, and that's why they have excelled to the top. There is still a very social divide as far as it goes. It's a pretty typical, like, medieval fantasy setting. Anything you want to add to it?
I mean, you hit it pretty good. We are focused on more of the nobles and what they're doing versus the lower class. We do see that, but you're right. We don't really get to see the middle class and what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, if they even exist. But we do get to see a lot of Scarlet. Talk to us about our leading lady, the one, the only, the Ice Queen, the whatever she...
Oh my gosh, what other name she got during that time. Oh my gosh, she's not a queen.
Big Bloody Maiden or something like that. Like, I don't know. There's a nickname for her in every scene.
Gosh.
She's the villainess.
Yes. She's not a queen, but she's our queen.
Yep.
I want to be Scarlet someday.
You want to grow up to be Scarlet someday?
I want to grow up to be Scarlet someday.
Just like the last regular episode of Exploring Anime with Friends, I wanted to grow up to be Edgar someday.
Yes.
Edgar and Scarlet. I don't know how great of a couple they would make. But like,
they would make beautiful babies. Oh my goodness. Anyways.
Show went up? No, yes? I don't know.
So Scarlet knows her blessing, as you've said, and she's been blessed by Kronos, god of time.
Yeah.
Always a good one. Like, if you get the choice, go with Kronos, god of time.
She's obviously stopping time everywhere to rewrite things with small, intricate details to change.
You know, I really like the way they did it. They did a slightly different twist on it.
Accelerate.
She accelerates her fists, and it is glorious every time.
She accelerates her legs too, even though it's not ladylike to kick.
Man, she's very, like, in your face in such an amazing way. I love her.
Yeah,
love her so much.
The funny thing is, it's not even like in your the brash always there. It's always like, oh, you have this to say about this. But that is quite interesting.
How about I punch you?
May I introduce you to my fist?
Yeah.
Like, man, the way they talk. Let's tangent for a moment.
Yes,
the way they talk throughout this whole thing.
It's wonderful.
The average scene where Scarlet and Julius are just going at it.
Oh my goodness.
Like, they speak so eloquent and refined and
sarcastic
so nice. And toxic. Everything that's coming out of their words. Like, these
favorite toxic couple.
People don't talk like this in real life at all.
No,
like,
they don't.
They go out of their way to add the eloquent and to add the intelligent words into the conversation and so on and so forth, just to ultimately resolve with brute violence and barbaric behavior.
Yes. She just, honestly, the way she speaks, it's so nice. She's very refined. She's very polished in everything she says, including the whole like, may I introduce you to my fists? Or may I ask for one final thing? Can I punch you in your face? She'll say it so well.
Well, that's the funny thing too, because that whole thing happens in the opening episode.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's one of those things where they don't try to hide it.
So Scarlet is engaged to not the crown prince, but the brother. He's kind of a jerk though. All the time. I need to clarify this. This is not the only time he's a jerk. He's been a
Yeah.
jerk to her their entire lives together.
Yeah, from childhood up. We can't
Yeah.
blame Terranassa for what he was doing as a child.
Yeah. So there's this ball thing going on, and he shows up with a side piece. And that is not our girl, Scarlet. That is Terranassa. And he calls off their engagement. Just like that. Like, no preamble, no nothing. Just like...
in
we're not
front of
getting-
everyone.
In front of everyone. Absolutely humiliating.
Yeah, and they're all
Terrible.
looking, and it's like
Oh, they're eating
shame.
it up.
Yeah, they love the fact
Ooh.
that Scarlett's getting hers because she was always so standoffish
brash
and
and-
so
yeah.
cruel and everything. And so as everything's going through, she says, "May I ask for one final thing?" To Terranassa,
My favorite
the
recurring
girl
line.
who stole her fiance away from her. And he was like, don't dignify it with response. And she's like, yes, you may. She's like, no, let's have our final moment and whatnot.
Yes.
And she just asked if she could punch her in the face. And then
She
the
doesn't really
whole
wait for a response.
end of it, just
She's punching them all.
she punches
Everyone.
everyone.
You get a punch. You get a punch. Everyone
You
punch.
too punches.
Yeah, right. Oh, it's so great. From that opening scene, I was just done. I was dying.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, I'm kind of like, really? This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing with
is
the
what we're
blessing of
doing.
time. Not that she doesn't do other things along
Yeah.
the way. Like, I think it's pretty cool how she like rewinds time in a specific area
Yeah.
of skin to release a slave brand
Mhm.
or to release a curse mark or to purify the crystals.
Yep.
So there's a lot of other things, but most of the time it's, I need to
I'm gonna
get
punch
somewhere
someone.
quickly. I'm going to channel the speed
Accelerate,
to
yeah.
my legs so I can leap like a powerhouse in a comic book.
Yeah,
Like-
right. Oh, she's fantastic.
Yeah, no, she is an intense character. She is an amazing character. and
Absolutely.
one of my favorite new ones that was released in 2025. Very
Mhm.
easy character to like as a whole.
Absolutely.
So, and we mentioned a little bit about Julius. Julius is the other half, the the whole bio that says it's complicated,
It is complicated for him. It is very complicated for him.
and it shouldn't be, because there are a few times
He
where
does do it
he
himself.
really like he has her so won over. He has
Oh,
her
man,
heart
that-
in his hands.
That tender moment.
Yeah, they're going in for the kiss and everything. Oh, it's because you're one of my favorite playthings.
Yep. Ruins it. Oh, it's hilarious every time though.
Right? Like
My
it's
favorite toxic couple.
they're so terrible for
They
each
are.
and he speaks even more fluently than her, and he's just
Because he's the prince.
she used the sarcasm and he just jabs.
Yep.
Jabs.
Quick little jabs.
Like he is the
Oh man.
perfect
I
antagonizing
love it. I
character.
absolutely love the dynamic.
Like he knows she's a hothead, so he'll poke. One of the times, like after that big party,
Okay, yes.
yeah, and they realize that Scarlett's not going to get punished because they were all promising slaves and everything.
Oh yeah, like please
to
don't
not
hurt
get
me.
hit and whatnot.
I'll give you my slaves.
And-
This is illegal. They can't have slaves in this country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she exposed that, and so she gets
mean, she
away with
didn't-
punching every
She
noble in
didn't
the face.
mean to expose it. She was just going to town.
Yeah, she was ready to accept the consequences for it.
hmm
She's going to town with Nanaka, who, well, the head of the slave industry in the area, the head noble for the slave industry, his name is Godwin. And after his son got punched in the face at the party,
He's a
and,
little
lo-
salty.
and a lot of things were exposed about the slave industry at the party, he's like, I'm going to kill Scarlett before she wakes up. So there's already an assassin on their staff, Nanaka, a beastkin, and Nanaka is about to
About to
kill
stab her.
Scarlett before she wakes up. And then she wakes up and puts him through a wall.
Yep, it's beautiful.
So she then uses her time magic to reverse the slave mark on him. And Nanaka's like full betrayal at this point.
Oh yeah, no,
Like, screw
you blame
Godwin.
him. You blame him.
I can't blame him at all.
You were
Like,
a slave and now you're not.
really, it's
My
not,
loyalty would shift fast.
it's not even betrayal because
Yeah, he was
everything that he
freed.
was doing, it was because of the slave mark.
Yeah, it's
so,
because he had to.
so he's bringing her to the market, and Julius tags along. We gave all that background story just to talk a little more about Julius.
Julius.
And she asked, well, why are you coming here with us? And what was his answer?
Oh my gosh, it was something coy like, just wanted to see you punch someone else or something like that.
It basically,
Just wanted to see the next fist fly.
yeah, he didn't
My
want to.
goodness.
At that point in time, he was already so fascinated and enraptured by her that he
Enraptured is a
couldn't
good
take
word.
his eyes off of her. It's kind of love. It's just fascination.
I mean, I'd be fascinated not in that way by this person just punching everyone.
She's his favorite person. And
She is.
as a result of it, he kind of likes her. But it's the weirdest relationship.
It is. Oh, it's so terrible. I love it so much.
Oh my goodness. I have one other thing.
I'm gonna go for it.
It's very meticulous and
He
he
is.
plans so well. Like some of the stuff that he does off screen,
Yes.
it's like, wow, you
Like
know this dude
at
has
the end of that-
power.
At the end of that scene where they're like walking about with Nanika,
Yeah.
they're trying to find like where the slave traders are, I believe. He's like, they find out because some bandits were going to try to kill them. Dumb bandits. So they find out from the bandits or thieves, whatever we're calling them, find out from thieves where to go, who to talk to. And Julius is like, I'll handle this one. Whatever it is, it's off screen. And the guy just gives up the information. I really wish they had like gave us a hint on what was said. So I was like, man, how devious is this guy?
Yeah, and it's funny too because we're not going to spoil too much of the ending, but at a certain point in time, Scarlett's kind of like, did he really just do that and allow that to happen and allow that to happen so that this would happen?
This would happen?
And this would happen and manipulate the whole latter part of this end game?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, no, yeah, yes, he did. And the one thing that we are going to spoil, the final moment, she sends him flying.
Oh, it's so beautiful. It's like Team Rocket, man. They are blasting off. It was hilarious.
Oh, she has that Team Rocket moment so many times
Oh,
throughout.
it's so great.
Probably a solid dozen, right?
Probably.
But
It's
she
so,
just sends someone.
and it's
out
always
into
so
orbit.
great. It's so well deserved. Every time it's so satisfying.
Yeah. And it doesn't really matter who it is. Like
No.
at the end, it's her twisted fiance. I don't know. I mean, they're not officially engaged or anything like that. But you know,
Are they
it's-
though? I
it's
feel like
pretty
I
close,
feel like
right?
it is official.
So it's basically if you do anything that crosses a certain line, it don't matter who you are at all,
Not at all.
except for maybe Leo.
Maybe Leo. I don't think she's ever punched Leo, but I don't think Leo would do. That's her brother, by the way. I don't think Leo would do anything that would deserve it, though.
Poor brother.
Her poor brother
Tell us
Oh
a
my
little
gosh.
bit about him.
is just trying to keep the family name from coming to shambles. And like every week, it's a new nickname for this girl. I always felt bad for Leo. And he's got a pretty cool ocular power. It's clairvoyance. So he can kind of see distances where he's not at, which is nice. So, but he is a good dude. He is just trying to keep everything together. And Scarlett makes it so hard sometimes.
Oh my goodness. He really has her best interests at heart. But he is so like order and she is so
Chaos.
chaos.
Yes.
He does everything to protect his little sister because he loves his little
He
sister.
does.
But man,
He's such a good big bro.
he surprised he didn't end up bald by the end of this.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
if there was ever a time to have someone pull
Oh, he
their
kept having
hair
like
out,
stomach aches or something, right?
yeah,
Got like a
he
little
had, like,
flask to drink from because this would be like, oh my gosh, this is too much stress.
he had ulcers
He
because of
did.
his sister.
Oh, this poor guy. Someone give him a hug.
And it's even worse too, because at one point in time, Julius leads him to believe that they announced their engagement in the middle of a party. And
Yeah.
he was so happy
He
and
was
excited
so thrilled.
to ultimately find out it was a different contract. That
It was.
they came to
It
terms
wasn't like
on.
a marriage engagement. It was a different kind of engagement.
Yeah, it was more or less Julius telling Scarlett that as long as she gets to Godwin before the guard get to Godwin, she can just
She can
launch him and
Go
beat the
ahead,
crap
and
out
go
of
ahead, and do what she does best.
Oh man, there's so many great characters throughout the whole course of this series. And if you like what you're hearing today from us, remember to check us out on social media, like, subscribe, and follow. We watch this on Crunchyroll, but I'm sure it's available on other platforms, so be sure to check it out. All right, and a lot of the other characters that we're going to be talking about line up with the two different parts of the season. So after that big party and the punches happen and everything, Godwin calls the hit on Scarlett, and Scarlett's kind of like, yeah, no, we're going to take the hit on you instead.
Literally.
She goes undercover and she actually finds her way into getting invited to a slave auction.
It was pretty clever on her part. She shows up and she's like, hey, I want to get in on this. And he's like, I mean, usually it takes some time. And she's like, well, I happen to have this beastkin slave that you can auction off. And he's like, well, Nonica, referring to Nonica, yes. And he's like, well, maybe we could squeeze you in. You could just be like my distant niece. Yeah, that'll work. No one's going to question me. I'm the one running it. And
Right?
and that's it. Nonica is taken away. And this is all obviously a ploy. Scarlet would never actually give up someone. She's not that kind of person. And Nonica knows that he's not going into slavery again, so it's all good with him.
Yeah, and obviously Julius is in on it, and Leo's
Of course.
basically like the head of the guard. Like, he's a noble, but he's not actually a guard, but he has intelligence working underneath him. So the three of them collaborate. Well, first it's just Julius, and then Leo finds out that he's getting dragged into this whole thing, and that's yet another
toxic trait of
heart
Julius.
attack moment.
Oh yeah, that too.
And the guards are all in there, but they don't have their weapons or anything. So Julius is kind of like, we'll be relying on you, Scarlet. There's so many things that go on there. But I think the first thing that has to be noted is before that auction happens, Godwin meets with Terranessa.
Ooh.
Terranessa's already weaving things behind the scene, and she goes very public in the second half of the season.
She does.
But she's already weaving things behind the scene, and she gives Godwin a special weapon to be able to take out the villainess.
It's a gun.
Yeah, I mean, it's a gun, but it's like a magic gun.
Well, I don't think they actually have guns. I think they have like cannons and stuff. Maybe they don't actually. I don't think they actually use guns.
Oh my goodness, you are right.
You can't.
It's not a magic gun. It's a gun in a magic world.
It's a cool looking, like old school looking revolver.
Oh my goodness, man! I didn't catch that until now.
Like, I'm pretty sure they have cannons, but I don't think they had them in like pistol form yet.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember seeing a rifle the rest of the way.
That's why he was like impressed when she shot it like a vase. And he was like super impressed by it, and I was like, "Oh, this must be like the first time he's seen a gun."
Honestly, I'm trying to think to the end scenes. Like, I think they're all fighting with dragons, and swords,
dragons, and like.
There's
magic.
No rifles or anything. It's it's all magic.
Magic.
Like, okay.
Anyways.
But yeah, so he is kind of prepared for things to go wrong, and wrong they do.
Oh my gosh, everywhere.
They're just wailing everywhere. Everyone's falling. Everyone's getting captured, and
or
Godwin
punched.
is trying to escape to the roof because he has a plan.
He does.
Alfrium von Kish is waiting for him on the roof, and von Kish is the other empire.
Yes.
So there's two empires close by. We have our main kingdom, and all the characters are from. That's Palestine. And the Von Kish Empire is right by. So Alfrium is the crown prince, and he's waiting on the roof with a dragon to bring Godwin off to safety. With the exception of he never had any plans of bringing Godwin into his country. He had every plan of eliminating Godwin right there on the spot, and he's about to do it. The dragon's tail is swiping through, but Scarlet shows up out of nowhere, stops the dragon's tail cold, and Alfrium gets it. Bad.
Oh man, he is in love.
Talk to us about the rest of that scene.
Oh my gosh, what is there to say? He's just like big heart eyes pretty much. Because like, dang, this should be my lady. Look at how strong she is. So she stops the dragon's tail, which I don't know, I would have thought about letting it just happen if I were her. But it's kind of like the principle of the matter. She wanted to punch him, and she earned the right to punch him because she made it there before the guards did.
Yeah.
So gosh darn it, it's her like gift
to herself. Treat yourself.
So she stops the dragon from brutalizing him, and she just punches him. And Von Kish just, man, he's just like, return with me and be my queen.
But in like a very barbaric sort of way. Like,
I wouldn't put it quite like that, but
it's
close
felt
enough.
like that. He does have a very unique blessing. His blessing allows him to take a beating. So him and Scarlet would be like perfect together.
They would be perfect together. They really would be. It's hilarious.
By the end of that scene, he is sent flying off into the air. She basically knocks out the dragon cold with by grabbing its tooth and slamming its head into the ground. And Godwin is left, and she has beat him up a little. But then Julius comes, and Julius gets shot by the gun.
Yeah.
In that scene, that leads to the big punch on Godwin.
Ooh, big
that
punch.
sends him flying too. That was two big punches in one episode. But yeah, and the
guys got to watch it and keep track for us.
Godwin is captured, and the next day, a whole bunch of punching bags hit the market that have Godwin's face on them. So it's just kind of beautiful as a whole.
It is very beautiful.
One important thing to note is that Scarlet's beautiful white silver hair takes on some black during that
Ooh,
scene.
yeah, she used a lot of power.
Yeah, she used a lot to save Julius and to just battle against Von Kish because he don't understand no mean no.
No, he don't. Everyone's toxic except Leo. Yeah.
Monica and Leo.
Monica and Leo.
Everyone's a bad guy except
Everyone's
for Monica.
terrible but them.
There's just levels of worse. So
there is.
after that notable defeat there, Terranessa has Godwin take his own life in prison, and she takes the center stage. And this happens around the time that the pilgrimage is supposed to begin. Talk to us a little bit about Diana, Dios, the pilgrimage, and Saint Scarlet?
Saint Scarlet, yeah. Ooh, that one threw me off real bad. So, a little more background on the country. These giant, powerful crystals that are keeping the monsters at bay from entering the country. So, the two priestesses of Kronos have to travel together on a pilgrimage to purify the crystals. One of them is Diana, she's a priestess, and the other is Scarlet, who's not a priestess, but is a priestess.
No, she is a priestess. It's just nobody knows that
No
she's a
one
priestess,
knows.
including her brother, Leo.
Yeah, no,
I just assumed she was going on a hot springs journey every single time when the pilgrimage happened every year.
So they have to travel together, purify the crystals, or else monsters will come in.
It's swarms of monsters.
Uh-huh.
Because at one point in time, well, spoiler alert, one of the crystals does fall, and one of the borders is breached by a swarm of monsters. But yeah, so it's one of those things where this pilgrimage is happening. One of the things that they're really running into as a problem along the way, Palmianism.
Ooh, what's that?
The religion Palmianism is gaining in popularity, and the Dianism religion is being opposed on their pilgrimage to keep the crystals safe. The center of the Palmianism religion is the one who's posing as the goddess, Terranessa.
Hate that girl.
At this point in time, we find out why everything's going on. Palmia, the goddess of love, wanted Kronos, the god of time, and he's like, nah, I got better things to do with my time.
I mean, he's much nicer and more diplomatic about it. He was just probably politely, no thank you.
She's like, I will get my revenge. So she cuts off a portion of her hair, and she makes a body. She makes Terranessa's body out of it. And then she strikes down someone in another world with lightning.
So crazy.
Whose personality she thinks will be perfect for Terranessa. And she imbues that soul, isekaiing that person into another world. And she sends that character down as the goddess. And she imbues a lot of her power into Terranessa. So Terranessa, what does she do? She steals Diana's power. She's targeting the servants of Kronos. And she's just trying to vilify Scarlet.
Oh, yeah.
And
not too hard to do.
Yes, well, very easy to do because constantly, every single time an opposition comes up against them, it's like Scarlet has to beat up this priest or this.
Oh my gosh, right?
Or this captain of the guard.
Like you're not doing yourself any favors by punching these people, Scarlet, but it's still fun.
It's still incredibly fun. So this whole second half of the season is going back and forth, and as the pilgrimage is going on, they realize something. They have a traitor in their midst.
There's a traitor in the midst.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about Dios, half-brother to Diana?
Well, you don't find out he's the half-brother for quite a bit. And he honestly is just trying to protect her.
Yeah.
He never realized he had a half-sister. He went and eventually found her, and he just fell head over heels in brotherly love with Diana. And he wants her to be safe. And it's kind of adorable if it wasn't for the whole leaking of information.
Yeah, I mean, he's a traitor. Like, let's not try to paint him to be someone good.
I really wasn't trying
He's kind of a sleaze. Like, he gets launched by Scarlet more than any other character.
Probably.
It's at the very least 2 times, but I think it's 3.
It might be.
Like, dude is like, and once he finds out that it's going to be going nowhere quickly for him, he betrays Terranessa's side
quick.
so
My
quickly.
gosh.
He's like, I've got papers in my pocket that will prove that will incriminate everyone.
Yeah.
And Scarlet's like, that's nice. Punch, shattering the papers.
Yeah, papers are broken and gone.
She could shatter papers with her fist.
I thought she I thought she ripped them or something, or just
no, she
didn't care about them or something.
So you have Dios, who is leaking the information. Terranessa boasts openly that she has Diana's powers right to Scarlet's face.
Yeah.
But at that moment, as Scarlet's about to put Terranessa down, that's when Dios reveals himself, and he captures Diana. And he's like, I'll trade you a priestess for a priestess. And with that, Dios leaves with Terraneza, and they get Diana back, and everything's going different ways. It's only at the point when Scarlet actually passes out. And this is an important scene as a whole. She purifies a crystal, but because she's already in a weakened state, she passes out from purifying one of the crystals. And she goes and enters the dream realm with Kronos.
So Kronos, pretty top tier god. And in that dream world, Kronos, one, restores her all her powers. So the black hair gets turned back to this nice silvery color. Two, cool little pocket watch. I would love a pocket watch from a time god. That's awesome. But what its purpose is that if she can use it near Terranessa, she can pull Diana's powers back to it, and then Diana's powers will get restored.
Yes.
And that's the big goal here, because Diana needs her powers. She's doing what she can with nothing. That's part of the whole crystal thing. She needs those. Protect the kingdom, get the crystals going back to where they should be.
And in that moment, as she's in that dream with Kronos, Dio shows up to try to take her life to end the whole threat whatsoever. And that's when she sends him flying, because she wakes up just in time, and they're able to capture and bring him back to their side. But meanwhile, Terraneza has broken one of the other crystals, and the monster invasion begins. And from here, everything spirals, because other neighboring lands have declared war. And now Palestine is in a spot where they have no allies. But Von Kish shows up, because Alfreum is so infatuated with Scarlet.
Still professing his love.
And he's like, you have me, my dragon, and my dragon riders.
Yep.
So now the two nations that are always at odds with each other are teaming up to take on a monster horde and other kingdoms that are threatening to invade, while Dianism is battling against Palmianism, while Scarlet is battling against Terraneza, and Julius is meddling the whole time.
And Leo's just trying to hold it all together.
It's absolutely beautiful. It's so full of hilarity. It's such a funny end game.
Oh, it's great.
And it's actually a pretty great action sequence as a whole, too,
yeah.
right?
No, it was good to watch.
The fights were very good fantasy fights, in my opinion.
Agreed.
So anything that you want to say about it as we're closing out?
Oh my goodness, it was so funny. I loved it. It was so great. Watching, just listening to Scarlet and her way of talking, that'll still get me every time. The animation was good. I really, really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, 100%. Scarlet is an amazing character. This was a lot more character-driven than story-driven. Not that the story wasn't good, but the characters were absolutely amazing. I just loved it a lot. Scarlet will go down as one of my favorite anime protagonists of the year.
I mean, agreed.
Easily. And
she was.
Julius and Scarlet, though they're the worst couple imaginable, they're actually
they were so great, though.
They're one of the most entertaining couples to watch, in my opinion. So
definitely.
All right, so once again, we got to take a look at our main character, Scarlet, and all the wonderfulness that she does with her time magic and her punching. We got to meet some of the other great characters that bring out the best in Scarlet, including Julius, who with his eloquent speech and his poking personality, and Leo, who just is always there for her sister, despite all the trouble that she causes him. Then we got to see Scarlet and company take on the slave industry with Godwin, and ultimately showdown with Terranessa and the monster invasion in the end. We hope you had as much fun exploring the first season of May I Ask for One Final Thing as we have, and consider watching this anime. Bye! So if you like what you heard today, make sure you listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, or wherever you stream your podcast. Listen to all of our J-Mill for Real podcast, and hit us up on social media, like, subscribe, and follow. Once again, this was Exploring Anime with Friends. Let's explore together. And now for a word from our sponsors. And today's show was brought to you by Dubby Energy, a modern approach to energy drinks with no sugar, dyes, or fillers added. Dubby Energy, be better. And use code EXPLORINGANIME524 for 10% off your order. That's EXPLORINGANIME524, one word, all capital letters, for 10% off your latest Dubby Energy order. Link listed in the show notes.